What's going on, everybody? Today we are doing a little introduction and review of my pretty new to me 2005 Blob-Eye STI. This car I've owned since December 1st, and it has been nothing but a peach, knock on wood. There's no wood around here. I have always wanted one of these. It's my favorite generation of STI. It's just got a lot of character to give, and if you treat it right, a lot of love too. And that's what makes a Subaru a Subaru. So let's go drive this thing around and see what we think.
Oh, also, hi, I'm here.
Jackson's here as well.
You can't see me on this camera.
Wait, let me just give him a rundown list of the mods. First things first, I bought this car from a guy in his 50s who bought the car new in 2005. It was a single owner car. It really had almost nothing done to it ever. He never played with it. He never tuned it. He never did anything reckless with it. And what's really, really awesome about this car is that it's all stock except for drivetrain modifications, and they're all drivetrain modifications that are completely properly done. Basically, I went, I looked at the car, I drove the car, and it's just an absolute peach. For starters, in terms of modifications, the car has a complete motor rebuild, and that was done 10,000 miles ago. On the chassis, there are 115,000 miles, of which 5,000 I have put on. Nothing happened to this car to make it blow up, to then make him build the motor. He was going in for a timing belt and decided to build the motor anyway. So it's got a brand new 05 STI crankshaft, Manley turbo Tuff Pistons, Eagle H-beam rods, Manley bearings, which are supposed to be really great. That's a Cobb. Sorry, coronavirus. The car has Deatschwerks 1000cc injectors with a Walbro 255 fuel pump. Can't go wrong with that setup. Air oil separator was done custom by the guy, Joey Kale, that he had build the motor. He does really good custom fabrication work, and he built that along with the piping and exhaust, a couple of things. So he also built the TGV deletes. So basically, this car is very stout. I'm gonna be forgetting a lot of the mods done to it, but there are a lot of really, really good mods. For all those who are curious about the numbers this car made on the dyno, I recently had it retuned by VEMS Tuning in Colchester, Vermont. They're awesome guys, so check them out if you need a car tuned, especially an all-wheel drive car like a Subaru. But they did a great job, and the car made on low boost, which I keep it on right now, it made 357 horsepower at the wheels and 360 foot-pounds of torque. On the high boost setting, which is 22 psi, it made 404 horsepower at the wheels and 400 foot-pounds of torque. So really, it's plenty fast for the street. It's, you know, too much power to use all the time. I'm on winter tires still because it's just my winter car, and to be quite honest, I don't feel the need to ever put it on the high boost setting on the street, although it is fun. So, if you can hear that horrible noise breaking, I have Carbone Lorraine RC5 pads and some horrible, horrible slotted rotors that are slotted in such a weird shape. They do stop, like, though. This car stops really well. It goes really well. And it's just, it's a different animal than a lot of the cars today on the road. Originally, I bought this car as a really fun, really fast daily driver, and that it is. There are a couple things that would be major complaints from a lot of people about ownership of this car, and I have a couple of those complaints, but I'm still at an age where I value immaturity and stupidity sometimes, and this is really the last time in my life that I feel I can own a car as stupid and ridiculous as this one. You've got that huge wing on the back, and you have the massive hood scoop on the front, and that combination just draws you so much attention. So it is worth noting that if you do want one of these cars, you do have to be careful and really pick and choose your moments, because it's a magnet, not just a cop magnet, but a people magnet, and if those people call the police, it leads to bad things. This car also has a TurboSmart blow-off valve, which I really like. I'm running it on a speed density tune, so essentially there is no mass airflow sensor on this car anymore. There is only a MAP sensor, so that stands for Manifold Absolute Pressure. How the MAP sensor differs from the MAF is that it's actually a sensor connected to the manifold, collecting the data of how much total pressure is in that intake system, rather than a mass airflow sensor collecting that data before the turbocharger. This car also has a Blausch 20G XTR turbocharger. It is a twin scroll ball bearing turbo, and it spools like nothing else. One thing I love about this car, and you really can't go wrong with a turbocharged car in this sense, but I love the noises it makes. It's got AFE equal length headers, and I think they sound great. You know, it's got a really good turbo sound from that Blausch turbo. Another thing worth noting, this car eats gasoline. 93 octane, I'll have some more. I'll have some more. Every other day, it wants more. I mean, that's one of the things that actually prevents me from driving this car a lot. And yes, it's my daily driver, but I'm a college student, so I don't really have to drive that much. People out there will say 4 cylinders don't eat gas. This one does. If you're on the market for one of these cars, you're gonna really want to be conscious of what your life is gonna be like owning it, especially with a built motor. You need to change your oil all the time. If you're on time, you're late. If you're early, you're on time. So I've been changing this oil about every 2,500 miles, and general consensus is anywhere under 3,000 should be good. But you know, it really takes quite a bit of care and love for this car to operate in its prime. Another thing I really love about this car is that it pulls just as hard in 5th gear as it does in 2nd. That is awesome. It just leaves you speechless, this thing. I mean, I'm on the low boost setting, making 360 horsepower, and it is too much. This car has a really awesome function that you certainly don't get in any WRXs, and lots of people actually don't even know that it's possible. There is a switch, a DCCD switch, which is the center differential control. What that does is there's a little spinny video game like wheel that I can spin, and send more power to the front of the car or more power to the back. I can send up to 50-50 front to rear with locking differentials, or I can put 65% of that power to the rear. And when I do that, I'm going to do that right now, it performs and behaves very similarly to a rear wheel drive car. That's something that you can almost never find in a four-wheel drive car. If you're in 65-35 mode, the rearmost biased mode that you can be in, you're gonna feel like the car wants to oversteer, and it does. The best part about it is it's not a scary oversteer like having 400 horsepower in a rear-wheel drive car. It's a very manageable and delightful oversteer because the front helps you out a little bit. The back kicks out, but the front says, oh, you're not gonna have to input as much steering because I'm gonna pull you right out of this thing and we're not gonna die.
Are you ready for the Jackson interior review?
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch you over to my phone camera here and I'll give you a little interior review of this car. All right, welcome to my phone. You're on my phone now. You can see this is the camera that you are being filmed on. So we're gonna do a new segment called Jackson's Interior Reviews.
Jackson's interior section.
I know this car is not supposed to have a quality interior, but you know what? I still like to check on it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna knock around on random surfaces. I'm gonna let you know how they are. So we're gonna start here. Not the best.
Not the best, not the worst.
I give the dash.
So myself.
I give the dash a 5 out of 10.
I probably shouldn't go down.
Here is that is bad. You don't like that? Hold on. That knob. Okay, I don't know if you can see this. That knob swings back. It has resistance. I don't like that too much. Overall interior view. You got the dash. It's a wonky feeling, but it's not bad. This kind of plastic ain't no good. These plastics and these buttons, terrible. Like, listen. I'll get you in close. That's not what you want to be hearing from your car. You know what? That's not the point of this car. It's for fun. They spent all the money on the engine, all the money on the drivetrain, and very little money on the interior and the good, like the amenities. But you know what? You pay less, but you get a lot more engine.
And people ask me sometimes, do you like this car now more than your Porsche? I do not. The purpose of this car was not so that I would have a faster car and realize that power is everything, because power is still not everything. Yes, I have a faster car now, but I still don't really care about power because it is far overrated. And this car has actually been a testament to that, because I really can't use 80% of this power on the street ever. And that's, you know, that's a burden. I want to, but I really shouldn't. I shouldn't say I can't use it. I can use it.
You'll just end up in a jail cell.
You know, I'll either end up in a jail cell or wrapped around a tree, and both of those things are not safe. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this review today. We had a lot of fun filming this car. We hope that you like this video.
Yeah, please like this video, and you should probably subscribe.
Definitely.
I think you should.
It's a great idea, because what you get, we're rolling. What you get along with that subscription is
our personal gratitude. All right, well, definitely subscribe. You're gonna have our gratitude. Maybe when this is all over, you'll get a nice firm handshake from us after coronavirus has gone away, because handshakes are forbidden.
Handshakes are illegal right now.
Yes. So maybe you'll get a firm handshake afterwards. You never know.
Maybe. And that's, you know, that's gold today. A handshake.
Not today.
You don't get that.
But maybe in a couple weeks it'll be gold.
Today.
Bye.
See you later.